Grant. When you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, BA. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
A look at Indiana's starting group. Nembhard and Mathurin, they're the wings. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. And it's Halliburton in at the 1. Now here's Nembhard. Let's go with a 3. Rebounded, Sabonis. He takes it in. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Look, he is so agile and creative on the drive. Guarding Sabonis when he's attacking, well, let's just say that is a bit of an issue.
Halliburton goes. On the wing, Nembhard. And there's the foul. It's on Zach LaVine. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Nembhard. He drops it from range.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Richard, something you notice about these Kings, they shoot plenty of threes.
And that's the modern game for you, BA. But Sacramento shoots especially freely. You are right. And those shots often connect. So I doubt that that trend changes for them anytime soon.
Now here's LaVine. Offensive rebound. Six to shoot. Pass to Sabonis. Jacks up a 3. Siakam pulls down the board. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Halliburton, the pass to Siakam. Shoots over LaVine. Siakam, that's good.
Guy's just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Here's LaVine for 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Yeah, Sacramento's head coach and I were able to chat briefly. He said one person we cannot overlook is Tyrese Halliburton. He said the guy has major impact on the game, even when he's not scoring, which he usually is. He sets the tempo for the team. He can defend, rebound, pass the ball. Kid's got it all. Guys?
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Here's Nembhard. And that misses. That would have put him up. For Sacramento, they've gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Here's LaVine for 3. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 4 rebounds in the game. Kicks it out to Siakam. Back to Halliburton. The 3. The shot no good. And it's Sacramento's ball. Back come the Kings in transition. Tipped away. And we're going to have a jump ball.
Ball violation. Jump ball.
And it's the Pacers with the ball. On the wing, Mathurin, defended by DeRozan. Siakam with a screen on DeRozan. Fades and shoots. The bank shot, no good.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
And Siakam has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. And one thing that Siakam has always had a knack for, Grant, cutting to the rim and finishing plays.
Yeah, he plays so well when he has space to move. He's just great off the ball, and that fits with any team. His ability to convert at the rim makes his cuts that much better.
Now here's Sabonis. On the wing, Murray. Outside, LaVine. 5 on the clock. Sabonis finds LaVine. That one falls. Nice feed from Sabonis.
This is how LaVine operates. He hunts down shots and then fully commits to his selection.
Turner passes to Halliburton. And here's Siakam for 3. Pass to Halliburton. Puts up a three. And Indiana misses again.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Making the most of that possession. Unwilling to give up on the play.
Siakam gets the bucket.
On the ball, Halliburton has great concentration. His focus is what helps him find the wide open man.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Levine passes to DeRozan. Fades back. That shot off.
How did he break that one? He smoked it. Everything was set up for that to be an easy basket.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, for the Kings, what jumps out at you stat-wise?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
We got Trey Lyles. He's out there with Jay Crowder. Malik Monk is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Laravia in a 2-guard. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5.
Here's Shepard over Valanciunas. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. The Kings trailing. Here's Monk. Pass to Lyles. Valanciunas with it. And it's good. 2 points.
I like it. An old school 5. Jonas primarily does his scoring close in.
McConnell passes to Toppin. Back to McConnell. Here's Shepard. Up top, Nesmith. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by Lyles. Close the net on 2 minutes played here in the second. Crowder, that's good.
He just didn't like what he saw inside, so he takes the open transition 3. But if he missed, Coach might have had some words for him.
Here's Shepard. There's Nesmith with a 3. Drills it from deep.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
The Kings leading. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Pacers love to push it up. Tyrese Halliburton said, it's our biggest strength. Teams don't want to run with us. They know when you play us, have your track shoes ready. Especially if you're coming off of a back-to-back or you have a packed schedule. You do not want to see us. Brian, they have their identity.
No doubt about that, and it starts with him. Now here's Monk. Pass to Laravia. And that's a foul called on T.J. McConnell. That's his first foul. And the league has cut down on back-to-backs, but some pushback for a surprising reason. Richard, teams need multiple days off in order to practice.
Yeah, that's right. With only 1 day off between games, teams don't usually practice on those off days. It's not as simple as it looks.
Here's Lyles. Off target from 3-point range.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
McConnell passes to Nesmith. From outside, off the mark. The Kings lead by 4. And here's Crowder from the arc. And another miss by Sacramento. It's good. Valanciunas has got his second basket.
He got in excellent position, then takes it right back up.
The 3 ball. And McConnell is good for 3.
See, he had time to line it up, and you know what? He's capable.
Pass to Lyles. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Here's Jackson. Toppin outside. Uncovered. Rebounded by Lyles.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
And the dunk by Valanciunas.
I mean, with his height and size, stopping Valanciunas just isn't an option sometimes. What a jam.
Here's McConnell. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Valanciunas has got his 4th rebound in this one. And here's Crowder from the arc. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
And guys, this is why coaches value playing with pace.
They've been able to attack the defense before they get set, really making the most of their fast break opportunities.
Now here's Toppin. Still.
Oh! Wow.
Big finish right there.
What a finish.
Wow.
Put that one-man show on Broadway.
That's one way to go with the alley-oop. Monk. Oh, a special move before that shot. And the Kings lead by 8.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Outside Nesmith. Buries it from 3. Nesmith's got 6 in the quarter.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Monk against McConnell. Shoots. The rebound by Shepard. Pacers trail by 5.
Sacramento foul. LaRavia. First personal foul. First team foul.
15 seconds left in the second. There's Nesmith with a 3. Rebound by Sacramento. High post, Valanciunas to the wing on the left. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Sacramento on top. All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Boy, you got to like what Jonas Valanciunas has done in this game.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shot within the flow of the offense.
Second half underway. Here's who Rick Carlisle's got on the floor. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. Nembhard and Mathurin, they're the wings. And it's Halliburton in at the point guard position. Will grant the Kings one of those up-and-coming teams that are knocking at the door.
Yeah, they have some stars, BA. They have some great role players, too. Part of their problem is they're in the Western Conference. It's so hard to just make the play-in tournament in that conference.
Three-pointer. Murray connects from outside.
Yeah, this is the kind of confidence you love seeing. Murray not thinking twice at all about firing away.
Indiana again missing. Sacramento leading by 12. Takes the 3. Unable to get that one. Indiana's got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. And Siakam with the slam.
Yeah, going up and finishing. Tremendous display of athleticism by Siakam.
Outside for Levine. The three-pointer is good from Levine.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal. Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Ooh, stolen by Murray. Here's Ellis. He's got 5. Here's Levine for 3. And the Kings with another 3.
How about the confidence that Levine has? Feels like he can take these shots whenever he wants.
Levine with a steal. And Levine throws it down.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Gotta be encouraged watching Turner shoot with conviction, realizing his team trusts him to take these fast shots.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Brian, Tyrese Halliburton, an all-star starter last season, is not done yet. He said, quote, "I want to be a champion, a Hall of Famer, and one of the greats. I want the next generation to talk about my ability as a basketball player. That's definitely the goal, and I don't ever set limits." Brian?
Allie just scratching the surface. Thank you. Good stuff there. Ellis passes to Levine. To the inside.
2 minutes remaining.
Picked by Sabonis.
2 minutes.
On the wing, DeRozan. Shot clock at 6. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Jonas Valanciunas is checked in for Sabonis. Lyles comes in for Murray. LaRavia is checked in for Levine. And Malik Monk subbed in for Ellis.
There's an old school feel to DeMar's game. He'll hit you with a pull-up mid-range J. It makes DeRozan really tough to guard. Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
Lyles a screen. Monk for 3. The rebound by Nesmith. Pacers trail by 14. Here's Shepherd. Toppin outside. Beyond the arc. On target from range. Toppin's got 5 points.
Drew the defense and made the proper read, hitting his teammates on the perimeter.
And so Monk will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. To the wing, right side. LaRavia passes to Monk. With the drive. And he lays it up and in. He's got 7.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
The Kings lead by 13. A deep 3. They get the rebound. Kicks it to DeRozan. And there's the foul. It'll go on DeMar DeRozan. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
So the Kings making a change here. Crowder's checked in. Here's Jackson. Outside for McConnell. Jackson down low. Valanciunas covering. Jackson can't get it to go. Sacramento has gone 3 of 7 from deep so far in the third quarter. Monk for 3. The Pacers pull it in. McConnell goes in. Shoots over Valanciunas. And the baseline jumper goes down.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
And here's Crowder from the arc. These are his first free throws of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And he makes the first.
Shooting for Sacramento, Jay Crowder. 2 shots.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Zach LaVine. He's been the guy making things happen for the Kings. 8 points.
Hey, fans.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Jonas Valanciunas. Trey Lyles is out there with Jay Crowder. Then it's Malik Monk, and it's LaRavia in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 out there for the Kings.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Pass to Shepherd. Fader on the way. Valanciunas with a rebound. Valanciunas has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Monk for 3. The rebound by Shepherd.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
Stolen by Valanciunas. Now the Kings in transition. And that one's good. LaRavia. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Kings.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
They've also been showing us standout play on the fast break, working as a team to create easy opportunities.
And And that one falls for McConnell. And the Pacers started last season all offense, Grant, but even they knew that would not be sustainable.
Yeah, Coach Carlisle prodded them to at least get to average on the defensive end. And there's no question they have the tools to do it.
And it's a completely new group for the Kings. So Indiana going with an almost entire new group here. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Jackson. Pascal Siakam comes in for Toppin. Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Nesmith. And it's Nembhard in for Shepard. McConnell, good.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the three.
Ellis passes to Levine. 4-3. Indiana with a rebound.
Yeah, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Pass to Siakam. Back to Nembhard. Siakam with a screen on Levine. And there's the lob. And then Siakam with the jam.
Yeah, Siakam's got a great head on his shoulders. They'd be smart to use him in that set as much as possible.
Sabonis in the post. He's against Turner. Sabonis' shot is off. Pacers trail by 12. To the middle. Levine with a steal. They've got numbers. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Pacers.
Unforced turnovers. They'll drive your coach insane.
Halliburton's checked in for McConnell. The Pacers have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Nembhard outside. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Nails it from 3.
He's got that guard quickness. Mathurin showing off his catch-and-shoot ability.
Now here's Levine. He's guarded by Nembhard. Here's DeRozan driving inside. Outside Levine. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. In transition, here they come. The 3 is up. The shot by Nembhard, no good.
Questionable shot selection in that three. Not really helping as they try and narrow the deficit.
DeRozan. No good. Had a chance to end the run there.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Three-pointer Mathurin. It's rebounded by Levine. And so it's Levine with it. He brings it up for the Kings. They led by as many as 18. And here's Sabonis outside. Gets the 3 ball to go. And the Kings lead by 12.
Clearly, Sabonis has that shot dialed in before he even gets the ball. He catches it and shoots it with a quick release.
On the wing, DeRozan. Outside Levine. Levine springs free for the flush.
Well, Levine is fired up tonight and having no trouble finding points for his squad.
Siakam with it, picked up by DeRozan. Ooh, stolen by Murray.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Kings.
They made the most of the extra rebounds tonight. Helped them out a lot.
Now, when you look at these teams, they're both great rebounding clubs. And any night, either one could have the advantage on the boards.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Zach LaVine.
Anytime they needed a bucket, they'd put the ball in his hands and say, go make a play. It was impressive to watch.
Ellis, good.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Knocked away. Halliburton with the steal. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Halliburton.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
And so here's Sacramento. It's a 16-point game. Here's Levine. Pass to DeRozan. Deflects the pass. Mathurin with a steal. Nembhard, the pass to Halliburton. And out of bounds. Sacramento will have it.
Horrible mistake right there. You hate to see unforced turnovers like that.
And DeRozan gets it to go. So no problem for Sacramento as they get the win. We saw two different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked hard. Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll do it, folks.
It's an NBA afternoon game here. And stand. Seems like the key matchup tonight is down inside in the paint.
Oh, yeah, Kevin. Expect this one to be really physical. If either team backs down, they can just get run over tonight, but I don't expect that to happen. It's going to be a slugfest.
We love those kind of games. They're a lot of fun.
You aren't kidding.
Now, the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. Trey Murphy is out there with Jones. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Boston in at the shooting guard position.
Mercy, that was downright dirty. Levine, yes, sir.
Here's Murray. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to... Freeze the D. Murray's got 5 points so far.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there? It just gets to the rack really easily.
Levine's shot is off. And here's New Orleans now. It's a three-point game. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Now here's Murray. He's got 5. A fadeaway. Sabonis grabs the board.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Bean passes to Crowder. The 3. And that comes off the assist by Levine.
Head always on a swivel. Levine making things happen with his passing.
Greg, give us one word to describe Domantas Sabonis on the offensive end.
Kevin, I guess I'd say dominant, but that only scratches the surface. The way Sabonis drops dimes, hits shots, and controls the glass, dominant just doesn't even really begin to say enough.
And the call will be against Sabonis. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Murray against Ellis. Back to Jones. Pass to Murray. Just 5 to shoot. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Sabonis grabs the board.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Older. David.
Kevin, thanks. DeJounte Murray is not one for the fast lane. He said, I come from all that stuff, but I've done that. I'm a homebody. I'm focusing on basketball. There's a lot going on in this world, so it's about being smart. Kevin, growing up in South Seattle, he's seen it all. Back to you.
You know, David, he counts himself fortunate to have escaped all of that. Thank you.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now here's Murray. No scoring in this one. Pass to Levine. Intercepted. They push it up 4 on 3.
Sacramento foul. Ellis. First personal foul. First team foul.
Jones with the screen on Murray. It's up a 3. Sacramento grabs the miss. Outside, Sabonis. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Getting inside, Sabonis finishes strong. You can see how comfortable he is shooting at that range.
Hands it from downtown. 10 points for him.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Murray, the pass to Crowder. Back to Murray. On the wing, Levine, defended by Jones. Levine kicks to Sabonis. Clock at 4. Messi grabs the rebound. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game play. Launches a 3, and another 3 for New Orleans.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Levine passes to Ellis. Kick out to Levine. Sabonis sets the pick for Levine. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Trey Murphy. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Yeah, and when you're hitting threes early, that opens up the floor and really helps your offense.
DeRozan out there with Lyons. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's Malik Monk. And it's LaRavia in at the 2-guard spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. Here's LaRavia. Good on the three-point shot. LaRavia's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Stan, in a league of stretch bigs, Jonas Valanciunas is a true center.
He is, Kevin, and look, he'll occasionally take a 3, but Jonas lives in the paint. He throws around that 265-pound frame. It's hard to defend him because we just don't see a lot of post players anymore.
And you gotta love that three-point stroke of Monk. I mean, he's got such a high arcing shot there. It gives it a good chance to go in from deep.
Sacramento's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Out to DeRozan. Here's the 3. Rebounded by McCollum. And so McCollum will bring it up for New Orleans. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Drills the three-pointer. McCollum's got 5 points now in the quarter.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Monk for 3. Nailed from three-point land.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
McCollum kicks to Williamson. The kick out to Brown.
Kings foul. LaRavia. First personal foul. First team foul.
It's stolen by Lyles. Pass to Monk. And they call the foul, so he's got the and-one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, and Monk's got to continue to stay aggressive. Don't give in to the defense. I love how he flexes when he goes in for these and-ones.
And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, you know, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
Out to DeRozan. Fires the 3. Pelicans with the rebound. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Launches it. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
Here's Monk. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
And how committed is Monk there on the attack to the rim? When he puts it on the deck, he's looking to take it all the way.
Now here's McCollum. He's got 5. 1:44 left in the first half. 6 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Lyles. For Sacramento, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Here's DeRozan. Back to Monk. Ball stolen. Williamson right side. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Now Brown, following the three-point attempt by DeRozan, and finished off by Brown.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
And here are the Pelicans now, following the miss by DeRozan. bit. Takes a three. Sacramento grabs the miss. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That is his first foul of the game. We've got 22 seconds left in the first half. Brown against Monk. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he banks in the layup. Monk's got 13 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Hits the three-point bomb. Here's Lyles. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Pelicans lead by 5. Live from Golden One Center. You're watching 2K Sports. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Without question, Trey Murphy displaying his skills today.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
So for New Orleans right now, they've got DeJounte Murray. Jones is out there with Trey Murphy. And it's Boston in at the 2-guard spot. Murray with it, picked up by Ellis. Three-pointer, bangs home the trifecta. He's got 16.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Now, here's Sabonis. Sacramento moving it around. Just 5 on the clock. Ellis against Murray. Ellis can't get it to go.
Yeah, tough to make those jumpers when you are guarded that closely.
Hey, Greg, one thing that the Kings have had work for them over the last few seasons is their depth.
And have made some shrewd moves to fill out their bench. Got great contributions from their 6 through 10 players. It's been a big part of their recent success.
Here's Messi. They lead by 6, their biggest margin.
Oh, what a feed by Murray. He's got that pass-first mentality. You always want to play with guys that play that way.
Lets the 3 fly. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Murray's got the lead up to 11 now for the Pelicans.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Shots good by Ellis.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Here's Jones with the drive, and Jones slams it in.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
And there's the call on Jones. That's his first foul. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Kicks it out to Ellis. And the wide open shot from Crowder. Offline with his 3. Pelicans leading by 10. Jacks up a 3. To the wing right side. Another shot. Offensive rebound. Pass to Boston. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones. Boston's got his first 3 points of the game. And Zoelis will bring it up for the Kings. Levine, a screen on Murray. Ellis, the pass to Levine. Sabonis feeling it out a bit. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, the last few years we saw teams giving up bounties worth of draft picks and trades for star players, but with teams now possessing more roster spots to develop prospects and about 3/4 of the tradable picks ordered by just a third of the NBA's teams, we may not see so many picks given up moving forward. Kevin?
You're exactly right, David. Something certainly to keep an eye on. Now, here's Lions. Scoreless thus far. On top of being such a great mid-range shooter, Stan, DeMar DeRozan has earned a reputation for also being a timely scorer. He performs well in the clutch.
Yeah, I was on the wrong end of that too many times, Kevin. DeMar ranks in the top 5 among players in clutch buckets made for his career, and he was given the nickname King of the Fourth.
Oh, I like that. Pass to Williamson. Over in the corner, Brown. There's a screen. Shot clock at 5. And the 3 ball is good. Brown's got 5 now.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
I tell you, Monk can fill it up in a hurry. Well, once he gets on fire, the D knows they're going to be in for a long night.
Here's New Orleans. They're on a 16-6 run. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. A 3 from McCollum. Valanciunas grabs the board. Valanciunas has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Lyles. Up and in on the layup.
And it's great to watch Monk share the ball. He's a more than capable passer when his mind is right.
Here's McCollum. Robinson Earl.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
And so it's New Orleans. 13 points up at the end. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his team.
C.J. McCollum.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. We've got Lyles. He's out there with Jonas Valanciunas. DeRozan out there with Monk. And it's LaRavia in at the 2. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Monk, no one around him, gets the 3-pointer to fall. Monk's got 19 points.
And Monk's just got a good feel for kind of how to exploit the defense, especially about how quickly he gets his shot off after getting the pass.
And Williamson throws it down.
Super work on the boards. Boy, they really want to put their foot down on him now.
Yeah, and once you've got him on the ropes, Greg, just keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of hope.
Back to McCollum. Stan, you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What were some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh my gosh, Kevin, that would be a long list. But the 2 biggest would be this. I think number 1, anytime there was a lack of effort, not running back on defense, things like that. That I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again. And then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those were things that were hard to tolerate.
Especially when you would take such care in preparing them in every way. It's got to be just excruciating.
Frustrating as heck.
New Orleans leading by 18. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Levine, good.
His precision on pull-up jump shots is what makes Levine one of the league's most dangerous scorers. His mechanics off the dribble are on point.
A 3-ball. Sacramento grabs the miss. Sabonis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Levine. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Can't hit from in close. Down low. Here's Misi. There's the killer two-handed slam.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Levine kicks to Murray. A three-pointer, no good. Pelicans leading by 17. And here's Brown outside. Launches a 3. Levine with the rebound. The Kings have gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Sabonis, the pass to DeRozan. For 3, Ellis. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist.
Ever evolving as a passer, DeRozan continues to impress with his ability to find his teammates. They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Brown kicks to Murray. Back to Brown. They set the pick. Off target with his 3. The Kings trail by 14.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Pelicans.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
Beyond the arc. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
3 points.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
Sabonis, the pass to Levine. Sabonis sets the pick for Levine. Lets it go from deep. Pelicans pull it in. They led by as many as 18 points. And so the Pelicans now can just hold on to the ball. Pass to Murray. Wing shot on the way. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
And this coaching staff wants Murray to be the shot caller. Let him run the pick and roll and just make things happen.
Stolen by Jones. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was.
teams. My attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
A look at the Pelicans starting group. Trey Murphy out there with Herb Jones. And it's Murray, and it's Messi in at center.
Boy, you've got Murray running the pick and roll. The timing is going to be right on time every time.
Now here's Nembhard. Pass to Siakam. Mathurin against Jones. Here's Siakam. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
From behind the arc. Kept alive. Here's Jones. Fadeaway. The rebound by Turner. Mathurin against Jones. Fires the three. And it's Mathurin missing. New Orleans has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Grant, when you look at this Pelicans team, their length is so impressive.
Yeah, they've made a point to draft players with big wingspans, and that really helps them on the defensive end. They're all very switchable.
And the Pelicans. Miss again. Indiana has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Pass to Turner. Now here's Siakam. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
And just so accurate off the pass. I mean, I love whenever Siakam decides to go right up with it like that.
And he's going for the lob. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. In transition, here come the Pacers. A nice shot by Halliburton.
You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from three-point range on the break, but for him, with nobody on him, that's a pretty good shot.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Pacers have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Nembhard. No good on the three. The Pelicans have gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Back to Murray. The three sends it home from three-point land.
Well, I tell you what, that's a sight for sore eyes to see Murray connecting from distance, because when he's doing that, it really opens things up for him, because we know he can get to the basket.
Now here's Siakam. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's Messi, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Now, what's the saying? Don't box out, you get your feelings hurt.
Halliburton on the wing. No good with the triple. New Orleans in the lead. And Clark, a big part of Tyrese Halliburton's effectiveness. He is tall for a point guard.
Yeah, and you see that across the league, Ryan. More and more teams making sure they get size on the perimeter. I mean, they're looking for length in the backcourt, and if you can find it in your point guard, that's even better. And Tyrese Halliburton, a poster guard for long, elite-level point guards.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Kicks it out to Siakam. There's the three. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist. Siakam's got 7 points.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Pass to Boston. Fires for three. Indiana with a rebound. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Earlier, I spoke with Rick Carlisle. I asked Coach how they plan to limit DeJounte Murray tonight, and he told me we have to match his energy on both ends of the court. DeJounte is a player who can create something out of nothing with the intensity that he plays with. We can expect to see a lot of hustle on the court tonight, B.A.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Knocks down the triple. 9 points in the game. These teams just feeling each other out.
Yeah, I love the spirit out there. Already 6 lead exchanges.
Halliburton surveys the floor. Knocks it loose. Ooh, stolen by Murray. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. No coverage that time.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Takes a 3. And Tyrese Halliburton good for 3.
Halliburton, with the answer, was anxious to throw it right back at him.
Out to the right wing. From outside the arc. And again, it's New Orleans with a 3.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Siakam for 3. No good. Would have counted had it gone. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Pelicans ahead. Up. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
I would like to highlight, too, guys, the excellent passing they've done early on. I mean, they've done a really good job putting the ball into the hands of guys ready to shoot it.
We've got Obi Toppin. T.J. McConnell is out there with Shepard. Then there's Isaiah Jackson. And it's Neesmith in at the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Kicks it out to Williamson. And the 3 off target. Pacers trail by 3. McConnell outside. And here's Shepard for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Shepard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Williamson finds Brown. The 3 is up. Gets the 3 to fall.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
McCollum against McConnell. Toppin goes in. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy. Focused on finishing firm at the rim.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
Indiana trailing here. To the left wing. Toppin outside. Launches a 3. They grab their own miss. There's Neesmith with a 3. Hits the trifecta. Neesmith's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Already 7 lead changes. These teams are really going after each other.
It's been a brutal game to play, but a fun one to watch.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
You know, something else working for them is the three-point shooting. I mean, they've done some damage early on from behind the arc.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Zion Williamson is a one of one. His teammate C.J. McCollum told him, your ceiling is unlike anything the NBA has ever seen, but it's up to you to take full advantage of whatever it is. You can be as good as you want to be. This game will go where you take it. Brian?
You know, Allie, at his best, he is unstoppable. Toppin against Williamson. And that's a foul called on T.J. McConnell. That's his first foul of the game. Brent, we're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
Drops in the 3.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Pass to Neesmith. over Williamson. Here's Jackson. Williams grabs the board. The Pelicans lead by 3. McCollum with it, and it's McConnell picking him up. Here's Williamson. The shot off that time. Oh, nice D from Neesmith. Pass to Jackson. Here's Shepard. McConnell from outside. Knocks it down from distance. McConnell's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Hey, I'm stating the obvious here, but he was very comfortable taking that shot. Not a defender in sight.
Brown gets the bucket.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And here's Shepard for 3. It's hauled in by Zion Williamson. And it's Williamson with the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. It's a 3-point game. And Obi Toppin gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
41 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's McCollum. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. McCollum's got 5. And for the Pacers, they're shooting at about 44% so far. Pass to Shepard. Outside Neesmith. Here's McConnell. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
Gets caught showboating there. But hey, he had room. You just don't get many chances to add some style. Sometimes you got to go for it.
McCollum, pass to Williamson. With 4 on the clock. Oh, wow! Highlight dunk from Zion.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, PA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
And so it's New Orleans closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead, appearing in control, but could still use a little more of a push to feel totally comfortable in this one. We'll be right back with you shortly. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. One guy who's been getting it done is Trey Murphy.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
Second half underway. Here's who Willie Green's got on the floor. Herb Jones out there with Trey Murphy. Then it's Murray, and it's Messi in at the center position. From downtown, hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And the foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Boston. From the arc. And it's Tyrese Halliburton with the rebound. Pacers trail by 10. Nembhard outside. Halliburton against Murray. Kicks it out to Siakam. Down it goes. And a great assist by Halliburton. Siakam's got 10 points.
Sweet dime that time from Halliburton. This combo guard has really impressive floor awareness, folks.
And the foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That'll be a second foul of the game. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Shot from the wing. Here's Messi. The rebound by Tyrese Halliburton. The Pacers shooting around 44%. Not bad. Pass to Turner. And he makes good on his first shot of the game.
Halliburton makes the right play most of the time. He's just a steady hand out there. Great poise and vision.
Turner can always wow you with a highlight play, but Clark, he's gotten better at the small things as well.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% there. He can shoot the three. He's always been an elite shot blocker from the day he stepped foot in the NBA. An excellent screener, but he has added small pieces to his total game in the little areas.
Pass to Murray. Takes a 13-footer. Indiana with a rebound. Here we go, one-on-one. Now here's Halliburton. He's guarded closely. The shot by Nembhard, no good. The Pelicans lead by 8. Here's Boston. Misses the three. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, the Pelicans are still developing their on-court chemistry. Coach Willie Green said this group is still pretty young in terms of being on the floor together. We're starting to figure it out. We just have to stay committed and continue to be elite on both ends of the floor, and it starts with our defense. B.A.?
They've really got something, Allie. Thanks. The fader. No good, off the front rim.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
The Pelicans, another fast break opportunity here. They get it back. Here's Misi. Siakam with the defensive effort. And so it's Siakam with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. They trail by 14. Halliburton for 3. The rebound by Murray. Here's New Orleans. 9 points in a row. A good run going. Pass to Jones. Fires from deep. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 5 rebounds tonight. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score. I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
And the defense has been disruptive, forcing turnovers, challenging shots. The turnovers they've been able to turn into points, too.
So Indiana ends up going with a new group. There's Nesmith with the 3. And it's Boston with the rebound.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot. That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically, no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
And a slam dunk by Toppin.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
The Pelicans lead by 17. McCollum outside. Kicks it out to Williamson. There's a screen by Robinson Earl. Lets it go from deep. Second chance effort. McCollum with a screen on McConnell.
Number 17.
And so it's Trey Murphy making highlights for the Pelicans with 4 3-pointers in the quarter alone, proving he's a... And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got T.J. McConnell topping out there with Aaron Nesmith. Then it's Shepard, and it's Jackson in at the 5. That's the 5 for the Pacers. There's a screen by Robinson Earl. McCollum, the pass to Brown. Got it from about 16 feet. Brown's gone 3 of 4 here from the field. Pass to Toppin. Fires it from 18. Yes, and it's McConnell with the assist that time. McConnell's got his 3rd assist of the night. McCollum with a screen on Toppin. Robinson Earl with the bucket.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
McConnell with it, now guarded by Brown. And here's Shepard for 3. No good there. New Orleans leading by 23. For 3, McCollum. And again, it's New Orleans with a 3.
Great idea to pull up and take the transition 3 there. The D was in position to block his path to the hoop if he took it inside.
Here's Jackson. Robinson Earl with a rebound.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
The Pacers have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the 4th. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
First personal foul.
That's good from Toppin. And a new group getting ready for Indiana. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Jackson. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Neesmith. Nimhart, he's checked in for Shepard. And Halliburton is subbed in for McConnell. Here's the 3. The shot by Misi, no good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Halliburton finds Turner. Back to Halliburton. Launches it. Misi grabs the board. Misi's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. From deep. Indiana with a rebound. Turner's got 7 rebounds in the game. Halliburton for 3. Indiana again missing. New Orleans has gone 2 of 6 so far in the 4th. Great look, but off the mark.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And he lobs it up to the rim. And then Turner with the dunk.
And Turner is an athletic behemoth. What a word. He's really good when it comes to finishing off. Alley-oop.
Toppin with a double team. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. Pass to Jones. Mathurin with a steal. Down low. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
Gliding the pass to where it needed to be.
Wow, a strong finish to seal the deal.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop-to-loop all day long on the highlight reel.
Pascal Siakam, he's checked in for Indiana.
Onto the court for the Pacers.
1:49 left in the final quarter.
Pascal Siakam.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Misi. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
And stolen by Jones.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Pelicans.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, BA, just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
Jones with a screen on Siakam. 58 seconds left in the 4th quarter here. Pass to Jones. And here's Murray. 5 to shoot. And he's going for the oop here. Hammers the lob through.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Halliburton, no good. For 3. Buries it from 3.
And guys, that's gotta be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Offensive board. Halliburton outside. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Boston, the pass to Murray. There's the triple. Not going to go that time. And so it's the Pelicans taking care of business in this one. A statement road victory.
to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do. One thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
Now Sacramento starting 5. DeRozan and Murray slot in at the small and power forward. Ellis is out there with Levine, and it's Sabonis in at the 5 spot.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
Mar DeRozan on the wing. Murray outside. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Over in the corner, Ellis. A shot by Sabonis. Nobody around. Drains it from beyond the arc.
So right now, Sabonis just taking charge, taking initiative, getting aggressive on offense.
Halliburton, no good.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Got that one up quick.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Brent, Domantas Sabonis is truly a player you can run an offense through.
Yeah, he's a guy that you can basically put anywhere on the floor, and all of a sudden good things are going to happen, whether he's playing out of the post, dealing with double teams, or he's at the top of the key, able to read the defense, using his vision and his ability as a big to drive the basketball. Domantas, one of the better playmaking 5s that we have in the NBA.
Now, here is Halliburton. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession. Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, earlier I spoke with Rick Carlisle. We talked about tackling the quote-unquote Sabonis problem. Coach said, we want to challenge Sabonis as early and often as possible. We'd rather see him pass the ball than find his own shot, and especially inside. Well, they'll try to battle Sabonis in the paint. We'll see how that works out. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Now, Siakam. Following Sabonis' 3-point attempt. Siakam, good.
Yeah, you got to get out on that. Siakam demonstrating that ability to hurt you from beyond.
For 3, Levine. Sabonis finds Ellis. Right side, DeRozan. Murray with it. Over in the corner, Ellis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Sacramento again missing. Indiana's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Fires for 3. Rebound by Murray. And there is a whistle. That goes on Andrew Nembhard. That's his first foul. The Kings have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Ellis wide open. Good, and it's Sabonis with the assist that time.
Excellent dime from Sabonis. His court awareness is really impressive.
Well, Brent, last season was disappointing for the Kings after being eliminated in the play-in.
Yeah, a little bit of regression. They did have some key injuries to some guys in the stretch of the season that was vital for them to make the playoff push. But I think it helped them realize just how fun the playoffs are, just how hard it is to get back there. And maybe in this offseason they come back a little bit more focused, knowing how loaded the Western Conference is.
Now Halliburton, after Zach LaVine missed from long range. To the middle, he's looking for Sabonis and finds him.
And how about Sabonis getting up there and rising up to slam down?
And that'll be Indiana as it goes out of bounds. Pacers retain possession. There's 1:40 left to play in the first quarter. Turner. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
So dangerous off the bounce. DeRozan with the top-notch pull-up game.
There's Siakam following the score by DeMar DeRozan.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Levine for three. Good on the triple. Levine's got a couple of threes now in the first for Sacramento.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add two ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And it's DeRozan missing. Pacers trail by 7. Catherine with the ball. Now guarded by DeRozan. Hits it from three-point range.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Indiana's gone 4 of 8 on their three-point attempts, doing a lot of work from way outside here in the first quarter. Siakam sets a screen for Halliburton on the top of the key, and DeMar DeRozan pulls it down. Sabonis kicks to Levine. 3 seconds left for three. Murray, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. The basket's coming early and often in the first. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Kings.
They've made the most of the turnovers they've forced, putting on a lot of pressure here early on.
Well, one thing that's noticeable is just tremendous energy from everybody, and they put that into their transition play. All that hustle is paying off.
They've got Aaron Nesmith. Will be topping out there with Thomas Bryant. And it's T.J. McConnell, and it's Shepard in its shooting guard. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Pacers obviously pushed the fast break. Tyrese Halliburton says the emphasis is getting outlets and running, playing fast. That's a good identity to have. It's a team that people want to play for, and it's a style you don't want to play against. You've got to be ready to play us. Kevin, the idea is for them to wear you down.
They fly, David. Baseline to baseline. They can really go. Between rebounding, interior scoring, and he shoots the 3. Brett, there's a lot to like about Jonas Valanciunas.
Yeah, Valanciunas has done a really good job of growing his game, Kevin, in today's game. I mean, the modern NBA now have shooting bigs. JV has stepped out and proves that he can hit shots from the top of the key, but it's still that grinding, tough, physical play that you want on a nightly basis, and he gives it to you.
From outside the arc, Lyles no good. And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers, trailing by 5. And here's the break. Carter with it. Picked up by Shepard. It's stolen by Bryant. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Sinks the three-pointer. McConnell's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Pacers.
Really surprised a little bit to see him drift out to the three-point line, but I guess I shouldn't be if he can stroke it like that.
First team foul.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Pass to LaRavia. Carter kicks to Valanciunas. Kings moving the ball around. Carter, the pass to Valanciunas. To the wing on the left. Just 5 on the clock. Carter finds Valanciunas. Here's Lyles. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Lyles got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Toppin, and he drives in. Pass to Nesmith. Back to Toppin. A second chance effort. Count the basket. Sacramento leading by 3. Back to Carter. Here's LaRavia. Valanciunas with the ball. Picked up by Bryant. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. And a miss there on the triple. Indiana's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. And Greg, we know the Pacers have to improve defensively. but where do they start?
Candidly, Kevin, I feel like they're too soft. Giving up offensive rebounds, cheap fouls, they've got to be tougher mentally and physically, especially on the interior.
Here's Lyles. Off target from three-point range. Pacers trail by 3. Here's Nesmith. They get it again. We've got 1:18 left in the first half of the game.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Wants to get it to McConnell and does. Back to Nesmith. Three-pointer. Here's Bryant. And they have their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Monk for 3. Sacramento gets it back in a new 14. Takes the 3. Toppin pulls it in. The Pacers shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. Stolen by Carter. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And it's sent back by Bryant.
And Bryant not holding back that time.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Monk for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Monk's got himself on the board with 3 there. Here's Nesmith. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And a huge 3 there to chop the...
I thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
On the court right now for the Kings, the post-pair form will be Murray and Sabonis. Levine is out there with Ellis, and it's DeRozan in at the 3 slot. Kept alive. Halliburton outside. Just 5 to shoot. Mathurin for 3. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10. Levine kicks to DeRozan. The kick out to Sabonis. Wide open look here for Murray. That falls. Nice feed that time from Sabonis. Murray's got the first basket of the second half. That one for Sacramento. In 2023, and Brent, you and I remember this, Keegan Murray set an NBA record with 11 consecutive threes in one game.
What an unbelievable night to witness that kind of consistency and a guy locked in like that. I mean, that's different, and it speaks to Murray's focus. But this guy has so much more to contribute to a team and room to grow. That night was special, Kevin.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. DeRozan's shot is off. And Halliburton's got the ball here for the Pacers. A 2-point game. For the lead, DeRozan with the rebound. DeRozan's got 4 rebounds now tonight. From past the arc. Ellis kicks to Murray. Kings moving the ball around. Here's Levine. Shot clock at 6. It's good. Levine's got 8.
Good touch on the interior. Levine really crafty at figuring out ways to create space down low. And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Pascal Siakam is nominally a power forward, but his versatility at both ends of the floor allows him to play a number of roles. Siakam says that's where the NBA has been going. It's always positionless basketball, and I feel like I can do anything. And in today's game, Kevin, that means tremendous value for Siakam. Back to you.
Doesn't it? My goodness, David, he is something else. Thank you very much. And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That is his first foul of the game. Kings leading now by 4. 4-3, Levine. They get it back. Murray kicks to Levine. From downtown. No good on that one. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Indiana shooting their second free throw attempt on the night.
And Halliburton, a guy you just continue to see grow game by game, an exceptional talent and a great mind.
Well, the Kings went from 3 seed in 2023 to out of the playoffs completely, Brent, last season.
Well, it speaks to how competitive the Western Conference was. You know, you got to realize, Kevin, Sacramento won just 2 less games than they did after that magical run in 2023. The West was just better. So the Kings got to fill some holes, find some pieces, and hopefully have some guys improve upon what they did last season.
And the basket by DeRozan.
Nice hustle there. You can count on DeRozan for this. He works so tirelessly as a scorer.
Out that one, and the Kings lead has been cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Turner.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
For 3, Levine knocks down the 3-ball. Levine's got 5 points now in the quarter.
His precision on pull-up jump shots is what makes Levine one of the league's most dangerous scorers. His mechanics off the dribble are on point.
Here's Murray. Kicks it out to Ellis. Here's Levine. Out of bounds. Kings ball as Sacramento keeps possession. 1:33 left in the third. 5 to shoot. The rebound by Turner.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Halliburton for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Halliburton's got 7.
Boy, Halliburton consistent with that shot.
Ellis with it. Mathurin picks him up. For 3, Murray gets the three-pointer to fall.
For 3.
And the Kings lead by 7.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Levine for 3. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide-open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Halliburton for 3. That shot no good. Kings leading now by 7. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. It's stolen. And here we go. Fast break. Halliburton's got it. Here's Mathurin, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And one of the better athletes in his draft class, Mathurin, with quick lift off the floor and then the power to hammer it home.
No problems knocking that one down. He's got 14.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They're pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And so it's Zach LaVine making things happen for the King. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for Sacramento. We've got Shepard. We'll be topping out there with Aaron Nesmith. Then it's Thomas Bryant. And it's McConnell in at the 1. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Neesmith can't get it to go.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Bryant finds Neesmith. The three. It's hauled in by the Kings. Valanciunas has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. Pass to Toppin.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg, believe me. But confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this whole spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Monk with the ball, picked up by Shepard. Pass to LaRavia. And Valanciunas kicks to Carter. The offensive rebound. No good from Valanciunas. Pacers trail by 5. And McConnell gets it to go. McConnell's got 5 points now this quarter.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Pass to Toppin to tie it up. And again, it's the Pacers from deep. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Pacers.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
Something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff. You've got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them.
It's stolen by Valanciunas. Here's Carter, and then Carter with the dunk.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by the Pacers.
Toppin, no one around him. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Toppin with the double team. Deflects the pass, and so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
And then Monk with the dunk.
I tell you, Monk has some bunnies on him. I mean, he leaps up there with ease to throw that one down. The D has got to be a little bit more aware of his athleticism.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Mathurin for 3. Sinks the triple.
And wow, Mathurin, the youngster, making his presence known.
Ellis against Halliburton. The tray. Offensive rebound. Back to Levine. Second shot opportunity. Good, and it's Sabonis with the assist that time. Sabonis has got 5 assists tonight. Pass to Siakam. And Nembhard has it in the corner. Siakam with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. Here's Turner. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Levine for 3. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found the comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Siakam's shot is off.
Well, you make strides to get back in the ball game, but an errant shot like that can definitely cost you any kind of momentum. Have to use better judgment there.
Levine inside the three-point line. Pass to Murray. Good ball movement here by the Kings. 6 on the shot clock. Again, Levine missing. And here's Indiana. They trail by 6. Yes!
And this is a test for Mathurin, and he passes with flying colors, showing he can deal with having the whole team riding his shoulders.
Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Three-pointer. That falls. Nice feed that time from Sabonis. Levine's got the lead up to 10 now for the Kings. Murray for three. Misses the shot. So the Kings win it. This was a hard-fought. Well, thank you, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
So Sacramento will get the first possession here. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. The duo inside. It's Murray and Sabonis. Then there's Zach LaVine. Then there's Jay Crowder. And it's Ellis in at the point. Shot by LaVine, no good. Good. And Grant, you look at the players the Pelicans have gone after recently. They have a clear plan.
Well, they do, B.A. They want to surround Zion with shooters, which, of course, makes sense. It's sort of the same kind of blueprint the Bucks laid out with Giannis. If you can shoot, the Pelicans have a spot for you.
Here's LaVine after the basket by New Orleans. And LaVine throws it down.
Hope you got some popcorn. When LaVine gets up for a slam, Zach knows how to put on a show.
Three-pointer. Pass to Boston. Jones from outside. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
Now here's LaVine. Clock at 6. Murray inside. And the layup is good off the glass.
Yeah, just a solid play by Murray. He knows where to get his shots.
Here's Murray. And Domas Sabonis pulls it down.
Got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Fires in the triple.
Slow defensive rotation, causing a breakdown along the perimeter.
Ellis passes to LaVine. They kick it out to Murray. Back to LaVine. Late clock here. The Kings need to get one up. Murray, no good.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
To the inside. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game. And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Murray passes to Boston. Fires the three. And again, it's New Orleans with a three.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Kings trail by 7. Ellis passes to LaVine. Launches it. Pelicans cleared away.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. He has 6.
And give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want. The guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
Now here's LaVine. Sabonis outside. From downtown. Misi grabs the board.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Pass to Jones. And there's the screen. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Kings trail by 9. You know, when it comes to Keegan Murray, it's his all-around presence that helps this team, Richard.
Yeah, he's a very talented glue guy. He doesn't make a ton of splash plays, but he is steady and consistent, and coaches love players like that.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
James. Personal foul. First team foul.
56 seconds left to play in the first. Lets the three fly. Drains the triple.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by relying on just the three.
Pass to LaVine. Sabonis, left side. Over Murray. Sabonis' shot is off.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Three-pointer. Rebound by Sacramento. Now here's Murray. Pass to Sabonis. Here's Ellis. And all around the rim that time before dropping.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with them.
The first quarter concludes, and a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. The Pelicans on top. They lead by 11. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
So far, they've shown a terrific work ethic in transition, pushing the pace whenever possible and getting out ahead of the defense to score.
He also can't ignore that they're winning the effort battle, grabbing offensive rebounds and making the most of those extra possessions.
Bruce Brown is out there with C.J. McCollum. Then it's Jeremiah Robinson-Earl. Then there's Zion Williamson. That's the Pelicans 5. And that one's good. LaRavia. Richard, if the three-point shot was never introduced, how different do you think the game would be?
The offensive strategy would be very different. The game would be more physical, and it was more physical. And the main priority would be creating high-percentage looks.
And as it goes out of bounds, New Orleans will keep possession. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, one nickname you hear for DeMar DeRozan is the lone mid-ranger. He said you can operate freely in the mid-range. It's like an ocean out there. If you're smart, you can take advantage of the space and pick teams apart. Brian?
He's an expert tactician working in between. Thanks, Allie. Outside Monk. Pass to Carter. Robinson-Earl with a rebound. New Orleans leading by 11. Outside, Brown takes a three. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. And it's Monk missing. New Orleans has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. And the Kings have held tough. But it seems like the West has gotten tougher, Grant.
Well, what's the saying? If you're not getting better, you're getting worse. And the Kings have to find that next level. And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Knocks down the triple.
Wow. McCollum really flexing his range right there. Burying a three from well beyond the arc.
Carter, the pass to DeRozan. Carter against McCollum. On the attack, Carter. Hauled in by Brown. New Orleans has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Oh, Williamson throws it down!
And giving them what they want, the incredible dunking ability of Zion on full display.
And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for the Pelicans. From deep. That shot missing.
Yeah, that's a shame because I'm not sure the defense will let him get a shot that good again very soon.
And stolen by Williamson. Now the Pelicans in transition. Pass to Robinson-Earl. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. From outside the arc, drills it from deep. And the Pelicans lead by 17.
When he has enough space, he's more than comfortable letting it fly from outside.
And DeRozan, here we go. Outside Monk to end the run. And another miss by Sacramento. The Pelicans have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. To the middle. Kicks it out to Williamson. McCollum outside. 6 to shoot. Fires it. Back to Williamson. Jacks up a three. And again, it's New Orleans with a three.
Rarely do we see threes out of Williamson, but when we do, he hits at a decent clip.
Zion Williamson seems intent on silencing all the doubters moving forward, Graham.
Yeah, B.A., he's not taking any more questions about conditioning. His physicality and play really answered that question now. He has been looking better than ever. Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
This will be his second trip to the free throw line in this one. New Orleans leading by 21. McCollum looking it over. Monk against Brown. Again, the Pelicans good for 2. 46 seconds left to play in the first half. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Now the Kings in transition. Takes the 3. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now.
For 3.
We've got 22 seconds left in the second period. Carter against McCollum. The 3. Can't hit that one. Got it off in time. It doesn't go for him. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. One guy who's been getting it done is Trey Murphy.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
On the court for Sacramento, the duo inside. It's Murray and Sabonis. Then there's Jay Crowder. Then there's Zach LaVine. And it's Ellis in at the point guard position.
Superb execution in the screen and roll. Murray cutting the pass right through the defense.
Stolen by Jones. The 3 is up. Offensive rebound. They kick it out to Murray. From the arc. Rebound by Sacramento. Here's Crowder. Still no points. Lays it up and banks it in. New Orleans leading by 17. Here's Misi. And a miss there on the triple.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Sabonis with it. Checked by Murray. Back to Sabonis. They kick it out to Murray. Murray! Good from way out.
Yeah, this is the kind of confidence you love seeing. Murray not thinking twice at all about firing away.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Jones with a screen on Crowder. Lets it fly. And again, New Orleans no good.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
Now here's LaVine. He's covered closely. Sabonis against Jones. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Crowder, the pass to Sabonis. Murray for 3. Second shot opportunity. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That one on Murphy.
Sabonis is a guy who works hard on both ends of the floor, and he does things the right way.
It's both from the stripe. And Richard, whenever Sabonis plays, it's surprising if he doesn't record a double-double.
Oh, they're usually monster double-doubles also. Close to 20 points, 13 rebounds, and at least 6 assists. Domas, he is an offensive hub.
Murray's shot is good.
Check out the nice high release on Murray's jump shot. He's obviously been working hard on his shooting.
LaVine with a screen on Murray. Here's Ellis. That three off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. New Orleans leading by 14. Murray with it. He's picked up by Levine. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. Jones hits them both. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Levine against Jones. Levine feeling it out a bit. Sabonis with a screen on Jones. And Levine, here we go. So it'll be 2 free throws. And they want a second opinion on that call. The signal.
Many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
That free throw good from Levine.
Athletically gifted, a knockdown shooter. It feels like Levine is constantly underappreciated for all the things that he does.
New Orleans leading by 14. They set the screen. Puts up a three. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Shot by Levine, no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, in today's high-scoring NBA, every position has to be a threat. All-star Donovan Mitchell said, we're getting away from the point guards who are just floor generals. It's passing and scoring that you're starting to see, and your level of scoring allows you to be a better playmaker. Teams have to respect that.
No doubt, Allie. Thank you. Here's Boston. And another one falls for New Orleans.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
Here's Levine. It's deflected, and they'll keep possession. The three. Ellis's shot is off.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Jay Crowder. That's his first foul of the game, and it's a completely new group for the Pelicans. There's 42 seconds left in the third. Williamson against Crowder. Williamson passes to Brown. Baseline try. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Sabonis has got his 6th rebound on the night. Left side Levine. Launches a three. McCollum with some nice D. For 3. Connects from downtown. He's got 6. And so it's New Orleans out in front by 19 going into the break. The hustle they've... And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page. Woo.
For 3. And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Jeremiah Robinson-Earl is out there with Zion Williamson. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Bruce Brown. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at them.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And there's the foul. It'll go on DeMar DeRozan. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
McCollum against Carter. McCollum outside. Up and over Carter. Valanciunas with a rebound. Valanciunas has got 4 rebounds in the game. Carter from outside. Offensive rebound, Kings. Kicks it to DeRozan. Outside Carter. Pass to Valanciunas. He buries it from 3.
That pass delivered to where Valanciunas could get into his shooting rhythm right off the catch.
And here's Brown for 3. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Valanciunas has got rebound number 5 here tonight. There's McCollum with the 3. Pure from 3-point range. And the Pelicans lead by 19. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Pelicans.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
McCollum outside. Stolen by Valanciunas. Carter, the pass to Arabia. That 3's off the mark. The Pelicans lead by 16. Picked it. And pushing it up. Here's Sacramento. Valanciunas with it. He's picked up by Williamson. And the basket by Monk.
The assist.
Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Pass to Brown. This one for 3. It's hauled in by DeMar DeRozan. Kings trail by 14. The 3 ball. And it's Monk. That time on the assist by Valanciunas. Monk's got 11 points in the quarter.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
And a new group getting ready for the Kings. Sabonis, he's checked in for Valanciunas. Keegan Murray comes in for DeRozan. Crowder, he's checked in for LaRavia. And it's Zach LaVine in for Carter. Pass to Jones. Just 5 on the clock with the fadeaway. It's rebounded by Sabonis. And it's Sacramento's ball. They're on a 14-6 run. LaVine can't hit.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
I love McCollum's versatility as a scorer. He moves just all over the floor and gets it done.
Crowder finds Monk. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. New Orleans leading by 14. Here's Misi. Monk with a steal. Sabonis, the pass to LaVine. The shot is good on the assist by Sabonis. Sabonis has got his 3rd assist of the night.
Well, now it's just a matter of watching the sand fall through the hourglass. This game is wrapped up in a strong showing for the Pelicans.
Man, they were in a groove from long range tonight.
Yeah, they were able to find space, and they were ready to let it fly the moment they saw an opening.
Just 3 to shoot. Jones from outside. The rebound by Murray. And it's Murray with the ball for Sacramento. 11-point game. Crowder with it. He's picked up by Jones. Monk for 3. Book it again. 7 for 12 and going at the defense. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. I think a bucket here, Grant, would end this game.
Absolutely. That would put a bow on this one. I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Yeah, they fought as hard as they could. Just wasn't in the cards tonight.
Out to Sabonis. Back to Crowder. And so it's New Orleans winning this one. A click. Allie, thank you as always.
New Orleans, the Big Easy. That's the side. Welcome, everyone, to the NBA. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. The perimeter pairing with Nembhard and Mathurin. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. And it's Halliburton in at the 1. Now, Siakam. Following the three-point attempt by DeJounte Murray.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Halliburton deciding where to go with it. Murray with the defensive effort.
Such a talented defensive player. I really love how he competes on that end.
Siakam outside. This one for 3. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Fires the 3. The offensive rebound. Pass to Boston. Here's the 3. The rebound by Halliburton. And the Pacers' doors last season trading for Pascal Siakam to complement this hungry team.
And Kevin, it's important in a couple of ways. First of all, he's a 2-time All-Star who's got a championship pedigree. The other part of this is Indiana is an equal opportunity offense, so they want to share the basketball. But Pascal brings individual playmaking and shot making, and sometimes that's a must-have in this league.
And the D really on its heels on that possession, didn't know what to do.
And a wide open look for Siakam. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist.
Boy, Pascal Siakam with the big-time answer from 3. Nice.
Jones from outside. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. Halliburton against Murray. Siakam a screen on Murray. Fade away. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Siakam's got 5 now.
Now, this is such a critical component to Siakam's game. The face-up ability, nicely done on the jump shot.
That shot wide open.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Halliburton kicks to Turner. There's the triple. And the Pacers another 3.
I'll tell you, for a big man with his length, Miles Turner shoots it well from deep. This guy outstanding at spacing the floor.
Launches it. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Halliburton passes to Nembhard. Murray against Halliburton. 6 to shoot.
2 minutes remaining.
Back to Nembhard.
2 minutes.
Mathurin for 3. Good D by Jones. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Pelicans. The rebound by Turner. 1:46 left here in the first quarter. You know, Doris, there's a notion that big men can take a little longer to develop. What have you seen from Miles Turner?
That he's turned himself into a complete basketball player, Kevin, and think there were years because he was playing alongside another big that he was out of position. But he can shoot the basketball with range, he's got strength, and he's a tremendous shot blocker.
Here's Nembhard, still without a basket. Halliburton against Murray. And Tyrese Halliburton hits from deep.
Yeah, this is his game, right? Halliburton wants you to forget how deadly he is from three-point territory. Look out.
Murray right side. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Turner finds Siakam. Lets the three fly. They grab their own miss. And rattles out the dunk. You know, the layup might have been a better shot for him. The Pelicans shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. Indiana's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. From the arc. And Jones pulls it down. And here's New Orleans now. Here's Messi. 12 seconds left to play here in the first. For three. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Halliburton for three. It's a tie game in New Orleans. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Man, why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. Toppin is out there with Nesmith. Then it's Isaiah Jackson. And it's T.J. McConnell. And it's Shepard in at the 2 spot. Pass to Olynyk. Lets it go with the 3. The rebound by Shepard. And the wide open shot from McConnell. Gets a very good look and converts. McConnell's got his first points in this one. You know, Greg, it's been great to see the Pelicans get to the next level these past few seasons, hasn't it?
It has, and they've become one of the deeper teams in the NBA over that time. It's not just about one guy. There's talent up and down that roster.
And so it's New Orleans with it. Following the miss by Obi Toppin. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. From deep. Here's Olynyk. And the shot goes down.
Nothing like combining a long frame with a willingness to out-hustle everyone on the court. That defines Kelly Olynyk.
Here's Shepard. He's covered by Brown. Now Shepard. Nothing on the board. A three-pointer is right on target.
3 points.
Toppin's got the lead up to 3 now for the Pacers. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
A 3 from McCollum. Buries it from three-point range. McCollum's got it all tied up now for the Pelicans.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Shepard, the pass to Nesmith. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Pelicans are putting the ball in Zion Williamson's hands. He said, I'm just playing chess within the game, seeing how the defense is guarding me. I'm going to pick my spots. My teammates trust me to make the right decision, but they also trust me to be me when that time is right. Kevin, I'll let you be you.
And I love when you are you, David. Thank you so much. Nesmith, they get the rebound. Brown against McConnell. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Pelicans trail by 3. McCollum up top. He's covered by McConnell. Toppin pulls it in. The Pacers have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Shoots. Quick shot there, and it's off target. The Pelicans have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. No one near Williamson as he lets it go. That's in, coming off the assist from McCollum. You know, Doris, assists aren't just a point guard stat any longer, are they? A lot of big men in the league can distribute very well.
Yeah, Kev, it's really striking to me how multi-dimensional every single position in the NBA has become. As you said, bigs can pass, point guards can attack the cup and score. The game is becoming more and more skilled.
Fades and shoots, and he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Now here's Jackson, and it's good, 2 points. Williamson right side. Over Neesmith. The 7-footer falls. Williamson's got 5 points now this quarter.
I'll tell you, the plus wingspan is part of what makes Williamson so difficult to defend.
McConnell kicks to Toppin. To the inside. Here's Jackson. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Well, great possession there. Anytime you end up at the rim with a high percentage look, perfect.
Cullen passes to Williamson. Over McConnell. And the shot is long. Pass to Neesmith. And Neesmith with the slam. And the Pacers lead by 2.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You gotta like what Obi Toppin has done so far in this one.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, he knows they're coming for him, but he's accustomed to that kind of attention, and he's quite comfortable dealing with it.
We've got Murray. Trey Murphy is out there with Jones. And it's Boston in at the shooting guard position. And that's the group for Willie Green as we begin the second half. And when you think back to that Sabonis-Halliburton trade, Doris, it really worked out for both teams.
It's rare, Kevin, that you can talk about a, quote, win-win for both sides. Most trades are a little bit harder to evaluate because they involve more moving pieces. This was a straight-up one-to-one swap of young stars and positional fits for each side.
And here we go. Fast break. Halliburton's got it. Siakam passes to Turner. Siakam against Jones. Siakam, high post. He has 5. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And Murray's got the ball here for New Orleans. 8-point game. And the Pelicans miss again.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Pass to Nembhard. Back to Halliburton. And Nembhard has it in the corner. And the 3 off target. Pelicans trail by 6. Throws it up high. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Siakam, that's good. For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Wasted no time on that one. Boston's got his first 3 points of the game.
Oh, what a find from Murray. He's just a total team player.
And Greg, remember, in DeJounte Murray's rookie year, he played in the Western Conference Finals.
Murray was the youngest player in that series, playing 20 minutes a game, competing against the KD Steph Warriors. How about that for a welcome to the NBA?
New Orleans has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
Indiana leading by 3. Halliburton with it. At the elbow, it's Turner. And there's the call on Jones. That's his first foul. And the Hornets going with a whole new group out there.
Substitution on the court.
Tapping a screen on McCollum. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
The Pelicans have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. McCollum dishes to Olynyk. New Orleans moving it around. Williamson from long range. Indiana's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. And the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Indiana leading. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and Toppin throws it down.
The chemistry Toppin has with his teammates. Just get up over the rim and finish it with authority, Obi.
Round kicks to Olynyk. Poked away. It's stolen by Shepard. Rebound by Olynyk.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
McCollum passes to Olynyk. Clock at 6. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Olynyk's got 5.
Boy, Kelly Olynyk on balance, soft touch with the deep shot. Love his concentration.
McConnell passes to Shepard. Indiana again missing. Pelicans trail by 4 to the paint.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. And here is Toppin. It's up a 3. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Pace. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. They've got Nesmith. Will be topping out there with Jackson. Then there's Shepard, and it's McConnell in at the point. Brown outside. The 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. Now here's McConnell. A terrific shot on the turnaround. And the Pacers lead by 1. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Olynyk against Toppin. Williamson outside. He lobs it up. Stolen by Jackson. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. That shot off the mark.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
It was right there for him. He'd love to have that one back. That was embarrassing.
Brown outside. It's stolen by Shepard. Inside. And Toppin throws it down.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. McCollum with the ball. And it's Toppin picking him up. For three, Olynyk. It's good from long range. Olynyk's got the game tied up here for New Orleans.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
What a night for Toppin. He's showing you the diverse arsenal he possesses on the offensive end of the floor.
Olynyk, a screen on McConnell. McCollum passes to Olynyk. Shoots from the corner. Again, the Pelicans score. Pacers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And then Toppin with the jam.
My goodness, Toppin puts on a show. What a special dunker this guy is.
Tipped away. And there's the foul. It'll go on T.J. McConnell. That's his first foul. So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor.
Substitution on the court.
Then over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Pass to Boston. Murray with it. 6 to shoot. There's the three. They get a hand on it. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for Indiana. The lead is 2. Stolen by Jones. Wide open look here for Murray. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones.
You have to appreciate the confidence that Murray plays with. He's never afraid to take the big shot.
Halliburton, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Pass to Murray. There's a minute 34 left here in the fourth quarter. 5 on the clock.
Oh, what a feed by Murray. He's got that pass-first mentality. You always want to play with guys that play that way.
Halliburton passes to Mathurin. Indiana again missing. Pelicans leading by 3. Left side, Jones. Murray surveying the D. Here's the screen. With the shot. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
Coming up clutch. Murray loves having the spotlight on him.
Halliburton with it. Now guarded by Murray. It counts. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. A shot by Messi, no good. Halliburton for 3. Messi grabs the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Austin, no good.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
You've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that.
Siakam passes to Nemo. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. There's the lob to the hoop. Out of bounds. Indiana takes possession.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
So it's an narrow victory for the Pelicans, pulling it out for the W.